Assalamu alaikum dear students, how are you all? Today we are going to do our word sentences and comprehension portion from the unit 4 Hazrat Asma. Let's start our word sentences first. The first word is courteous. Hazrat Asma was a courteous woman. Empathy. Teacher ordered the students to empty the classroom bin every day. Difficult. It is very difficult to cross a busy road. Generous. Hazrat Asma was very generous and open-hearted. Resolute. Army must remain resolute in resisting any such extension. Suffer. Hazrat Asma lived a life of suffering. Let's move to our comprehension portion, and our first question is, what happened when Abu Jahl asked about Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq? When Hazrat Abu Jahl demanded, "Where is your father?" she politely replied, "How would I know?" This response showed the wisdom and courage of Hazrat Asma anha. She didn't make a statement that would give him a clue, and nor did she give to lie, but she simply posed a counter question that infuriated Abu Jahl, and he slapped Hazrat Asma's face so hard that her earring fell off. But she stood her ground even in the face of such wrath of Abu Jahl and never revealed the secret. Our second question is, why was Hazrat Abu Hafa worried? He was Hazrat Asma's grandfather. Hazrat Abu Hafa worried because he was a disbeliever at that time. He think that Abu Bakr has taken all the wealth, leaving children empty-handed and helpless. And our next question number 3 is, how did Hazrat Asma anha console her grandfather? Hazrat Asma anha instantly ran to a corner of the home, gathered some pebbles and put them at the place where her father used to keep his money and jewels, and covered it with a piece of cloth, and asked her grandfather to look that he has left all his wealth for us. He touched the cloth and thought it was full of gold and jewels. His concern was elevated, and he felt relieved to know that Abu Bakr anhu had left all his wealth at home. Our next question is question number 4. Who was Hazrat Abdullah bin Zubair? Hazrat Abdullah bin Zubair was the son of Hazrat Asma. Our next question is, which incident in the story tells about the generosity of Hazrat Asma? Hazrat Asma was generous to such an extent that when she inherited a garden after the death of her sister Hazrat Aisha anha, she sold it and gave away all the money among the poor and needy, and felt more pleasure than those who received the gifts. And our next question, what message do you get from the life of Hazrat Asma? Hazrat Asma lived a life of hardships and suffering, but she always remained unwavering. We should follow her teachings. We should live a simple life like her family. We should face every calamity of life with patience. And our last question is, her life would always be a beacon of lights for all of us, and how? This sentence means that she lived a very difficult life, but in every calamity of life, she never loses her patience. She has a resolute faith on Allah. She faces every hardship of life with courage and valor. That's why her life is just like a beacon of light for us. So that is the end of today's session. Students, keep learning. Take care. Allah Hafiz.